Twitch says title. Twitch says title invalid. What's going on, everybody? We got a couple of videos we're gonna do today. First one gonna be about this scenario with DJ Akademiks. For those who do not know, Drake is quote unquote, according to Twitter, being exposed as lying to this designer about what's going on with LeBron, about what's going on with his UMG lawsuit. And for whatever reason, they're saying that Drake fed Akademiks information that was incorrect information and destroyed his credibility. We're going to react to Akademiks actually getting this guy on the actual phone. So let's pay attention to that, right? Here we go.
Song that people thought was supposed to be both of them. We had a conversation about it backstage at Migos, Aubrey and the Three Migos tour, about him potentially.
Again, for y'all that's just pouring in, shout out to Patreon, shout out to my YouTube subscribers. This gentleman on the phone is the guy who exposed the DMs on Drake. He was the guy that released the DMs where he was talking about LeBron. Now, this dude has a checkered past in the industry. He was, according to him, involved with Javante Davis. He has business with Stefon Diggs. And so before we get to the Drake part, we're actually dealing with this individual calling in to Akademiks stream and speaking about Stefon Diggs. He's alleging that Stefon Diggs is a gay in the closet man. Things get spooky. Pay attention.
On the record, but my brother was being managed by a dude, Nino, who was working heavily with Party at the time. Got some history. He's got early history with Drake as well. If you know Nino, he's got producing pedigree. But yeah, fuck this situation up. The dude Nino, fuck this management situation up. The Stefon Diggs situation, let's bring that to the fold.
Okay, let's get it.
Because that's the justified one if we really want to give you what you need, champ.
Yeah. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Like, from the word around town with Stefon Diggs, he's smashing about 4 rappers' girlfriends. I never heard of him smashing niggas. I'm going to be honest.
No, dog is real activity, but I'm going to tell you, it was a couple fashion weeks where we're in a couple of parties, and I'm like, bro, we got only straight niggas here? And then I watch him walk over to certain individuals whose names I won't mention now, who I know, and hug them a little differently than I would greet somebody of another sexual preference type shit. First of all, second of all, but anyways, it was certain times even he put his hands on my shoulder as we were designing his Liam collection that ended up turning out to be like some glorified Forever 21 men's type shit when we were supposed to be making couture. Put his hands on my shoulder and said, "You know you're the muse for this collection," and looked at me dead in my eyes. I'm thinking to myself, what type? And his girl was sitting across. I'm like, I would never say no shit like that.
Hold on. Do you think he was trying you, or maybe?
What's up, Miss Cass? What's good?
This is like maybe he drunk or something. You know, some people get a little zesty when they drunk.
That's not when he tried me, Vlad. Okay. He tried. See, all right, let me give you the game, champ. I'm gonna go ahead and walk it down. You know,
he calling Akademiks Vlad.
Me, Vlad.
Okay. You know, some people get a little zesty when they drunk.
That's not when he tried me, Vlad. Okay. He tried. See, all right, let me give you the game, champ. I'm gonna go ahead and walk it down. You know the script. Well, if you got these bitches in rotation, you got to find the weak point. If I got millions and millions and millions of dollars, we can't even quote the boy. What am I willing to give it to get what I want tonight? Ain't no telling. That's how Holmes is living his life on a daily. So he might look at you and your little $20,000 Amex bill that you sitting on that you need to clear in order to get your credit up and man, I got that easy. You know what the league paid me a week? That's simple. For what? For you on demand at any point in time, man? Come on, I need that.
So what he's explaining is Stefon Diggs' aggression as it pertains to some of these Instagram models, some of these girls you see online that everybody, I guess, want to fly out and have sex with. He's speaking to the thirsty behavior of Stefon Diggs. Now, it's about to get interesting because this dude basically goes from Stefon Diggs, invites all the girls out. He pays their bills. He's a trick. He's tricking hard. Shit, they say Instagram is a rich man's menu. All the rich niggas I know say that. So I'm telling you, right? We'll leave that there. But so what he's saying is, Stefon Diggs he done became a freakazoid. So he fucking so much, it done got to the point where he finna try the Stylist, according to the Stylist, and allegedly. Don't drag me in court. I didn't say it. I'm reporting the news.
That's the vibe. So with that said, he's setting it up like that. He ordering them like Uber Eats. And they come.
Yeah.
Holmes got a strong play. I can't cap. He got a strong play. He'll tap in with the agent.
Wait,
Find out
hold
where
on,
you
hold on.
live.
Wait. So, wait. Stefon Diggs ain't paying for the joint now. Come on now. Come on, bro.
What you think? You think that you hold on? You think he cute?
No,
nigga,
I heard he got a mean game. I heard he know how to coach him.
Don't nobody got no game like that, nigga. This shit is pay for play. You think Carisha going? Carisha, Vlad.
Hold on, I don't know who Vlad is, but hold on.
I'm sorry, I'm wild. Act. I'm talking about Carisha. Act. You know the game?
Oh,
she fresh off Tough.
Oh yeah, that is true. That's true. But Stefon Diggs ain't got it like that now. Come on, stop playing,
bro. Let me keep the main thing, and just give you the script on what he.
Hey, Ack, I see you cross you let him get away with that Vlad a couple of times. It seemed like you tried to stand up, but you let it go. Man, that nigga was calling you Vlad for the first 25 minutes.
So what happens is you find the weak point. You exploit that, I got that, this, that, and the third. And now that person psychologically feels indebted to you. So I had a situation where, my son's mom, she looking at my life. She calculating, you know how they go.
Pocket watching.
She need more. Yo, you know the score. She need more for this. She need more for that. And even aside from just that, she looking at who I'm with now. I'm about to have a new baby, so on and so forth. She want to cause friction because to keep my attention elsewhere, let me just rouse some shit up. So what she does, and at the time she dating somebody who in the league, he funding the lawyer, she telling him a narrative that's completely capped. Anyways, I'm like, yo, bro, I think I need, and at the time, me and Stefon are designing his line. While I'm designing his line and he running the bread. He's like, yo, what's wrong with you? We riding back from the club one night in DC. He had just did the celebrity game for his charity, so on and so forth. Riding back to his crib, it's probably 4 a.m. And I'm in the car. I thought I had what was something that it wasn't. And I start, my mind start doing shit, whatever the case is. We riding back. He asking me about,
whoa. Akademiks gonna let him just get that off? That was just a bunch of word salad. Hold on, man. What the fuck did he just say right there? And then I bet you after that, he gonna go right into some kind of dramatic point. Let's run that back.
So on and so forth. Riding back to his crib, it's probably 4 a.m. And I'm in the car. I thought I had what was something that it wasn't. And I start, my mind start doing shit, whatever the case is.
When I beat you on Pyro, you going to bed.
What the fuck did that just mean? It sounds like hold on, he might be complicit. This is all alleged, but it sounds like, hold on.
We riding back. He asking me about, yo, bro, you seem like you need help with something. I'm like, bro, you got the public opinion. You got the big face. I need a high profile lawyer to walk with me in this courtroom and help me get my son back or denounce whatever she got going or whatever Holmes is funding for, or whatever the case is. He's like, man, don't worry about that. You can get that for me tomorrow. I got that. That's easy. I said, it's not about the money, bro. I need you to set me up with a lawyer. He said, man, I'll do both. Don't even worry about it. Just keep working on the line. So as we walking toward the crib, get out the car. It's a 911 Porsche, 2 seats. He put his lips to my motherfucking ear. Pause, Vlad. Pardon the left. Pardon the left. Lips to my ear, talking about come to my room.
What? Man, hell.
When I beat you on Pyro, you going to bed.
Man, hell no, man. I know he just didn't say this man put his tongue in his ear, my nigga. Hold on, run that back. Ain't no way, yo, family. Ain't no way he just said a nigga put his tongue in his ear and he kept working with him. I done got mad now.
on or whatever Holmes is funding for, whatever the case is. He's like, man, don't worry about that. You can get that for me tomorrow. I got that. That's easy. I said, it's not about the money, bro. I need you to set me up with a lawyer. He said, man, I'll do both. Don't even worry about it. Just keep working on the line. So as we walking toward the crib, get out the car. It's a 911 Porsche, 2 seats. He put his lips to my motherfucking ear. Pause, Vlad. Pardon the left. Pardon the left. Lips to my ear, talking about come to my room. He makes a left and go up a spiral staircase. I make a right, go all the way down the hallway to a bathroom. My pupils big as a bitch. I'm slapping water on my face, cold water on my face, trying to wake the fuck up for as long, like about 45 minutes. I don't.
Hold on, fam.
When I beat you on power rule, you going to bed.
There's no way that this dude is sitting right here saying that a man put his tongue in his ear and he ran up and doused himself in water. You went up there and took a bath after the nigga put his tongue in your ear. You went up there to go take a bath. Man, a nigga put his tongue, man. I'm sick of it, bro.
If I'm gonna walk out this bathroom, there's a bunch of girls in the crib.
And we gotta remember, this come off of word salad. So this come off of him saying, take in mind what he said and all this alleged. I don't know the guy, but take in mind what he said. Oh man, my mind started going everywhere. Next thing you know, he offered me some money.
When I beat you on power rule, you going to bed.
Don't y'all forget that's how we got here. First thing he said was, yo, my mind started going somewhere, dog. And this thing, you know what I'm saying? I told him, yo, man, you know what I mean? I need a lawyer, man. You know what I'm saying? What? And next thing you know, his tongue in your ear. Next thing you know, you go to the bathroom. Man, y'all niggas playing a wicked game in this industry, man. I don't want to, man. I don't want to be no stylist. Man, y'all niggas, man. This shit here getting spooky. Oh, God.
I just settled. But it was a bunch of people there earlier in the day. It's 4 o'clock in the morning at this point. I don't know what the vibe is.
Maybe you were trying to set up a freak off, like get mad bitches, guys run through them.
No. You don't put your lips to your man ear, though.
Oh yeah, nah. You're right.
Yeah. And he had slipped a little tongue, so I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So that's why I'm beelining to the bathroom. I'm wiping this little bit of saliva out my ear, getting my thoughts
Wait, he
together.
put his tongue in your ear? Oh, that's a freaky nigga.
Yo,
when I beat you on power rule,
honest,
you going to bed.
A Zest monster. What the fuck?
Yo, he supposed to punch him out, man. See, but what do y'all niggas do? The football nigga that's in good shape, the nigga done put his tongue in your ear. You got to squabble him up. You got to squabble the football playing ass nigga. Got to catch his squabble.
When I beat you on power rule, you going to bed.
Just cause a nigga a football player, y'all nigga let it ride. Shit, man. Come on, man. You don't want to be and doused your face after the nigga put his tongue in your ear, my boy. Man, y'all niggas done went out the saddest, man. Fuck niggas going out sad. Y'all done went out the saddest. This the saddest I done ever heard a nigga go out. He supposed to squabble him down, man.
Think, bro. The same, they draw a parallel between an NFL game being like multiple car accidents. If you want a bad car accident, say shit flipping this, that, and third, what they gonna prescribe you? Pain medication, correct?
Yeah. You think he got CTE?
Right. If he's taking the same pain medication that somebody at an EDM festival will potentially be taking to go crazy, this, that, and the third, there could be a connectivity of an issue going on. And the NFL got a thing where they just want you to go out on the field and perform. Habits can form, so on the case. I honestly think the drugs done turned his butt up, and he just couldn't help himself. He got a little zestified, and it was what it was. He tried the wrong one. I come out that bathroom, and
what happened when you come out the bathroom? All right, when you come out the bathroom, what the fuck happened at that point?
I come out the bathroom. I was greeted by like 3 or 4 girls that's trying to get me to corroborate a story. It was also his
yo, this is way too like, yo, what is Act must be just right there lit you know, just letting them ramble. Because like this story is not cohesive. I mean, I can't understand. Yo, okay, so you guys are riding home. Your mind starts to wonder, and next thing you know, he's offering you a lawyer. After he offers you a lawyer, y'all get to the house. He gets this close to you without you being like, hey, bro, hold on, family. Hey, whoa, brother. Don't get, what the fuck was that? Like, nigga, what the fuck was that, nigga? Like, he get this close to you where he get bro, I don't even, this is something I can't even understand. Then next thing you know, you come out the bathroom and you say it's women there trying to get you to corroborate the stuff. Yo, brother, what is this word salad bullshit? What is this? And this is why I think Drake doesn't lean all the way in to Akademiks, because he understands that you'll turn around and platform shit like this, which you have a responsibility to your audience. So I get it. But if I'm Drake, I'm watching this saying, yo, bro, is he not paying attention? Like, I'm wondering if I'm Drake and this nigga talking about me to a nigga who supposed to have my back in media, I'm saying to myself, yo, bro, is he not listening? Some of this shit this dude's saying ain't making sense, right? And this before we even get to Drake. This is on Stefon. So he got an issue with Javante, an issue with Stefon, and an issue with Drake. Now, that may look like that he's going crazy or he's bitter, you know, but I'm telling y'all, as I navigate this industry, there's a lot of people with broken hearts that been handed broken promises, that people promised them gold and gave them silver. Like, it's so much of that in this game. Like, bro, I walk across niggas and come across people in this industry that's on their way back from the industry with nothing. You see, as I'm coming into the club, I'm seeing people leave the club whooped and battered and beaten with nothing, brokenhearted. This industry is a weird place, my nigga, so you got to remember that. You got all this kind of sexual deviant bullshit going on. Bro, this, in my opinion, up until this point, has been word salad. Now, we have got, you know, a chain of events or I guess, you know, certain things that took place, but it's not cohesive. It's not a timeline that I can follow you and say, yo, I understand what's going on here. I think I understand what this guy is getting at. And that's pertaining to Stefon Diggs. I haven't watched this, so I don't know what he's going to say, what he's going to get to. I'm reacting to this live with my community. So I'm telling y'all, as up until this point, if you're asking Loon, we're dealing with word salad. After this, we'll get into Akademiks and Drake and why Drake may look at Ak a certain way. Like, people want Drake to lean in the Ak, but damn, like, you know, Ak is very unpredictable. If we're being honest, he's an unpredictable nigga. And he stands out on that hill because he say, yo, I'm a content nigga. I don't really need you rap niggas. Niggas hearing that, man. Like, when I say shit about rap niggas, they hear that. When I say, yo, these niggas kind of slow, man, these niggas, they hear that. So they got to take a certain kind of like to me to want to come fuck with me because they know I'm critical of the bullshit culture. Loon is. Right? Me, $. I'm critical of the bullshit culture. I don't play the same games niggas play. Right? So when you come holler at me, it's gonna be real conversation. These are live reactions. I'm trying to just build my community out and fuck with y'all on another level. But I could go in the back cave and just pop out with interviews and do 200-300K, 100K on a bad day. Right? That could be my vibe. I don't even got to build the community. But I get jealous of these niggas that got the community. I say, man, you know what? People fuck with me, man. I got to go fuck with my people, man. I got to go build this thing out, man, and let the people reach me and see me outside of the work environment. Just see me pull up and we just react, pop some shit on just some real timing, right? That's what we on. But always remember what we got here, how we got here. This individual said he was in the car. He got up here again. This is, in my opinion, word salad. Let's continue.
Brothers that was ended up getting charged and convicted in the robbery case that had to do with me. I saw you post a video. That was a cute segment.
Yeah, hold on, wait. I thought that so the narrative we got was that because you.
Somebody said, how are you missing the point where he said he drunk something? I didn't hear him say he drunk nothing. I don't hear him. No, let me rephrase that. I've never heard him say or allege that he felt like anyone drugged him. In this industry, being at an event, being at a game, being in some of these environments, drinking is going to be an option. So just the mere fact you were drinking isn't enough. I need to hear him say definitively, yo, I think that nigga drugged me. All that beating around the bush and eating around the tush, my nigga, say what it is. You doing too much playing, pranking, and promoting. Did the nigga drug you and try to get it, or did you bullshit and you trying to gaslight us? That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying whether he done something right or wrong, but I wanted to address that, young lady. And if you got more, let's continue that. Again, that's what this is for. This is for us to have a conversation and flush some of this shit out.
Dick, they were beating your ass up.
No, that's not what happens. So what happens is, in that moment, they try to get me to corroborate this story. They take my clothes. They put bullshit on me. I had like a Ramoa Trump, the big one, so on and so forth. They took my suitcase, gave me the most bullshit suit. A homeless man wouldn't take the suitcase from me. Shout out to the homeless.
Yeah.
Swear. OD. Send me to the airport. No ticket, no nothing. Matter of fact, they put me in a car. I didn't even know I was going. It just so happened to be the airport. I go, and I did have a return flight home from coming down here, coming to DC specifically for the celebrity game.
Yeah.
And I take that ticket to the front desk, and we were able to swap it out because they took everything from me. They stripped me, like literally, and sent me back.
But why though? Like I'm trying to get the why.
Thank you. Start to ask some questions. Akademiks is sitting there like he don't do this shit for a living. The boy been feeding you word salad. You gonna just eat the word salad? He talking about some of the biggest players in the game. He talking about LeBron and Drake and Stefon Diggs and questioning niggas' sexuality, saying niggas put tongues in their ear, and you gonna feed me word salad? That's what I tell you, broke ass nigga. When you come out and you come to sell these people something, you better be concise. You better have it together. You better make sure people can feel you, understand what the fuck you saying. Because if you out here with word salad, they gonna be like, what the fuck was that? What did he just say? Oh, he clout chasing. And you can literally have been done wrong. I always tell people the packaging is almost more important than what's inside the box. You ever notice how much detail and the craftsmanship that go along when you buy a Mercedes-Benz? I don't know if people bought a Mercedes. Let's dumb it down a little bit. People that may have bought a Gucci shirt. People that may have bought a Gucci hat, a LV hat. How the presentation is important, man. It's almost just as important as the product. So when you someone that's coming out with certain allegations, or you got an idea, or you got a business plan, man, I was hollering at a dude the other day, great chef, right? I plugged him with the baddies, Natalie Nunn, right? I plugged him with them. He goes somewhere. And I hear him talking to one of the homegirls in the community. And, you know, he telling me he had the opportunity with Natalie Nunn and, you know, how it took place. And I say, you know what, man, this is a good dude. He always in the community. Yo, man, what do you add, man? What can I, tell me more about what you do as a chef. Oh, man, you know, I can make anything. I said, damn. All right. You know, he's part of our community, so I don't shun him. I ask him again. I try to adjust the question. I try to, I don't want to play him, so I'm trying to, all right, but tell me, what do you add, right? What is your specialty? Give me a dish. What is your style, right? I'm trying to give him a way to explain to someone exactly what the difference between them hiring him versus them hiring another chef. And he didn't have anything. And I told him, and this is just information for people that's on the grind. I told him, I said, you know how I got on so fast, young nigga? Number one, I got plan, purpose, and prosperity next to me, and God and the universe is working in concert on behalf of this here. So that's one. But two, I was fully prepared. The first time I walked in the Revolt and I met the CEO, Detavio, shout out to them, right? They still now interested in everything I got going on from a business perspective and got checks on the board for me. But I met Detavio. First thing he said is, what do you do? You know what I told him? I had a whole spiel I had been working on, man. You know what I do is podcast, and the podcast thing really lends itself to communication. That's where we lack at this. Like I had a whole spiel. You know what he said? Within a minute of seeing me, you know what he said? God damn. Yo, hey, bring him back here where we at. Like it was a private dinner. This when Puff was in good grace. They didn't even know me. You're right. People knew me. They saw people coming to speak to me, but Detavio did not know who I was. Bruh, after that, I end up on stage. After that, I end up with a Revolt deal. After that, I end up in a contract. After that, Black Effect buys me out of the contract, right? So I'm telling you, it's one thing that can lead to another. But when you are on these platforms, bro, you got to have this shit together. You got to know what you want to say, how you want to say it, and who you saying it to. You understand that? This dude ain't serving number word salad, but Akademiks is starting to push back. Let's see where it goes.
I now know who he is. I never knew him in that regard. He never tried me in that regard.
So now you have confronted the Zest monster and
oh my gosh, the boogeyman is now alive. And now that he knows that I know and I don't corroborate, it's just a walking, ticking time bomb for me to be able to do something along the lines of what you and I do.
So, all right, let's back up. I must have missed something. Let's back up, get some perspective.
No ticket, no nothing. Matter of fact, they put me in a car. I didn't even know I was going. It just so happened to be the airport. I go, and I did have a return flight home from coming down here, coming to DC specifically for the celebrity game. Yeah. And I take that ticket to the front desk, and we were able to swap it out because they took everything from me. They stripped me, like literally, and sent me back.
But why though? Like I'm trying to get the why.
I now know who he is. I never knew him in that regard.
See, this is what I mean, right? So everybody in the chat, we got a lot of people on a lot of different platforms. Salute to everybody listening. And matter of fact, salute to everybody that continues to say, Loon, your perspective is the realest perspective in the game. You're solid, you know, gangster, love, best doing it, all that shit, man. Salute to everybody that's saying that. I salute y'all. We're working right now. Hopefully everyone is having a great day as they watch this stream. But here's the thing. Do you actually think that a man is gonna get this close up to you, put their tongue in your ear, and they're surprised that you know who they are at this point? Do you think that he would think that you wouldn't feel that, you wouldn't see that wouldn't be noticeable? Like what? I don't see how that becomes a wow moment for him. Because basically what he's saying is they stripped me and beat me up because when he put his tongue in my ear, I come out of I don't know what he's saying. Let's run it back. I don't even want to try to make it make sense because that's not my job. He got to make it make sense. Pay attention.
I go, and I did have a return flight home from coming down here, coming to DC specifically for the celebrity game. Yeah. And I take that ticket to the front desk, and we were able to swap it out because they took everything from me. They stripped me, like literally, and sent me back.
But why though? Like I'm trying to get the why.
I now know who he is. I never knew him in that regard. He never tried me in that regard.
Now you have confronted the Zest monster and
see, this is what I don't like about Akademiks. You're spitting it back at him and making it make sense because clearly it's not making sense. But when you do that, you give them an out. What I've learned in podcasting and trying to be great in my broadcasting career, I've learned to, I don't want to make it make sense. What do you mean by that? Then you fall back. Yeah, you fall back. Hey, hold on, one second. What do you mean by that, sir? And then you put the motherfucking car in reverse. And then see, that's what made me and Dr. Umar, and I tell Umar this, that's what made Dr. Umar have another run. If you notice, right? We put Umar in a different light, bro. And all this is documented, bro. And everyone that has been in contact with Umar has came through us, except Joe Budden. But the people in the South where you finally seen Dr. Umar on their podcast or on their show, you know, after years and years, and you never seen like, oh, Dr. Umar's that came through us, right? And what we're saying is, I allow Dr. Umar, although I stand for a lot of the stuff he speaks about, I allow him to qualify and clarify. I just say, hold on, man, that don't make sense. What are you saying by that? And see, you got to understand, I'm giving him a runway. And when you give a master communicator like Umar that runway, it's going to make magic. But so many people don't give that runway. And I think that's a problem. But Akademiks is spitting this back out at this dude. I don't appreciate that.
Oh my gosh, the boogeyman is now alive. And now that he knows that I know and I don't corroborate, it's just a walking, ticking time bomb for me to be able to do something along the lines of what you and I are doing right now.
Oh.
But anyways, I get back to LA. When I get back to LA, it was Memorial Day, and I was leaving my girl house, and you might not know me, but I'm known in the industry for connecting dots from the world of strategic partnerships. And those people typically tap my shoulder for like aesthetic curation, styling, if you will, but it's a little bit more personal than that. Mm-hmm. So Chrome Hearts is like a good partner of mine. We come up with exclusive pieces. They always give me access. I never had a problem, so on and so forth, which is why you see Javante Davis flourishing in that light as we speak right now. But anyways, back to the topic. In my bag, my carry-on bag, since it was the holidays, I'm moving around. You know, it's LA. I might go to the club later. But in my bag, I had a shit ton of just one-of-ones, rings, bracelets, wallet chains, so on and so forth, some of which you've seen Stefon end up walking into Monday Night Football in later on in the storyline. But anyways, I walk into my building. I get off on my floor. The first thing I see is his half-brother standing right there. They say, what's up with all that Chrome shit? And I back onto the elevator, and then he walks toward, and he put his hand in as the sensors were trying to close it. It opens up. Two other guys follow, and they pull me out the elevator. But bro, they strapped. What people don't realize is these niggas had guns. You go out there trying to throw all the fist fights you want. I know the building. I'm home at the end of the day. These niggas not home. I'm trying to get my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my crib, it's a Chrome Hearts jacket with 100+ crosses on it. They talking about the crosses is XYZ, 300 per cross or whatever the fuck the case was at the time. This jacket giving me motion. I'm fucking with it. I don't know what they really on, but I know what they there for. First thing he said is, "What's up with all that Chrome shit?" And I'm hearing niggas, you ain't gonna say nothing. You ain't gonna say nothing. They got knives. They got guns. It is what it is, bro. I just had to do what I had to do to protect myself in that moment. But after that, I survived it, so on and so forth. His brother was charged. I didn't know the other niggas' two names. Bro, I got a history. Like, when I was coming up with G.
Who is his brother? Who is his brother?
His brother's name is, I'm not talking about Trevon. Him and Trevon have the same mother and father.
Because he in the league too, right? There's a nigga named Trevon in the league, right?
Trevon, he played for the Cowboys. That's their little brother. The middle brother, his name is Derez Marshawn Diggs, but he go by Marshawn because that's Stefon's middle name.
So
he has a different mother. He has a different mother.
Wait, so you're saying all the Diggs brothers are zesty?
No, I ain't say that.
Oh, okay. Just Stefon.
I'm not. I can't speak to Trey being a zest ball. I can't speak to Stefon just because of the personal experience. Like, it's been times I'm around the guys and they're like, yo, bro, come to the room, this, that, and the third, because there's hoes in the room. So
the next question is, like, did you continue to work with him?
Shut your ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
I ain't gonna do that. Trey done hit me multiple times. Yo, bro, come to the room, this, that, and the third. I get up there, it's 7 joints. You know what I mean? It's different.
Yeah.
But if a nigga put his tongue in your ear, talking about come to my room,
that was wild.
I don't give a fuck what, I don't give a fuck what bitch in your room, home. You on different timing.
What the fuck?
But let's get back to the fact that the nigga lied to you, though, home. Why you let him do that?
See how he bailed? You see how he bailed? And Akademiks gonna let him bail because see, this is why I'm telling y'all about mind game. That's why can't none of these niggas fuck with me, right? They know they can't too. Trust me, because they not equipped. That, like, I've been out here like this shit has been on the flow for years. So in that moment, and this dude seems to be like a slick talking guy. This dude in that moment understands that I just unloaded so much information and it was all word salad. But I got to hit certain points on this big platform that's going to do the job that I wanted to do, which is, you know, make Stefon Diggs look like he's gay, which if he is, that's his issue. And if he did some weak shit like that, he should have knocked him out or he should have squabbled him down. He's a football nigga, so he just accepted. Them niggas is big and they athletic. Y'all niggas going for anything. But he understood that the best way to get academics off this topic is appeal to the topic that means something to him and involves him. So why you let the man lie to you like that, bro? I'll put him on defense. Oh, man, now, yeah, let's... Right, so he getting him out of there. Hold on. We'll get to that in a minute. That's what make me one of the best at this shit. I might be top 2, not 2, but I ain't ready to say that yet. I know I'm top 5, though. Literally top 5 on the mic in this genre, period. But guess what? He understood that if it was me, I'd have sat that to the side. Yo, homeboy, we'll get to Drake in a minute. Let's flush some of this out where you talking about tongue in your ear and all these different things that you're throwing around. But he knew that Act would probably move on. And I don't know if he did. Let's pay attention.
All right, hold on. Okay. Wait. No. We getting through all these. Drake next. Drake. Okay. So basically,
Act ain't a rookie. Is Act a rookie?
In your opinion,
I thought Act was a rookie. Act didn't let him get it off. Hey, he tried to get it off. Act didn't let him get it off now. Because he tried to get out of there.
Stefon Diggs tried you. You didn't go. But then later, because of your association and everything with Chrome Hearts, and you know they realized you wasn't going, they tried to press you, had guns, knives, blah blah blah. Charges got filed, whatever. But you got off of that, right?
Have you heard about the people who are investing in real estate that's
My
backed
bad,
by the...
y'all. We're gonna get this. We're gonna have to get the YouTube premium to get rid of that.
Holy shit, my phone died. Stefon Diggs done cut the connection on us, chat. Hold on. Now, the reason why we're getting into this to work looked like he was helping.
Goodness gracious. That go to fight right there.
Okay. There's another angle or whatever. Shows a whole bunch of stuff happening. And he says,
it doesn't seem like he's lying, at least about this part. Now, what does him being gay, how does that come into this? Is he saying that they done this because he has the information that their brother is gay and he may be exposing it? That's what it says. Chris Blake Griffin claims, that he just posted this. So this has
nothing to do with him getting assaulted in terms of him not doing gay sex. But that is the backdrop. Let me try to call this guy again. Yeah, my bad. My phone died. Yeah.
It's all good.
Okay. Great. So you know, I was trying to tell everyone that this is all kind of sequentially getting to the point where we're getting to, because this whole thing with the brother of Stefon Diggs does eventually lead into this conversation that you had with Drake, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So, by the way, we do have the video that TMZ put out, and it looked like, you know,
Right.
it kind of matches up with a story that looked like this guy named Derez tried to get at you in the elevator, him and some other guy.
Right. So it again, like I was just saying, it does look like, as it pertains to at least that video, that, you know, his story makes sense. Yo, they see me coming off the elevator, they approach, I tried to get back in, they pulled me out, put the beats on me, right? But I think we got more to discuss.
One of the guys whose name I didn't know that yanked me out the motherfucking elevator, snatched the chains off my neck that said my son name, threatened my motherfucking life in that elevator. I done.
Hey, man, he going all the way. Man, he going all the way.
When I beat you on Power Rule, you going to bed.
Man, that boy going federal fed on y'all, boy. On God.
Federal probation before. I'm not going into the... Just imagine if you worked at Goldman Sachs and two guys decided to get funny and meet you at your crib and this, that, and the third after you done revolutionized your life, so on and so forth. I'm not going back into a trick bag. Don't get it twisted. And I don't mean to fast forward shit And I love the boy. I love the boy, bro. But at a certain point, we saw Hov evolutionize. We seen him.
Yo, you can't say you love the boy and you come out with this while he going through that. I'm just saying, and I ain't on his side. I don't got no dog in the fight. I'm really unbiased media. I really can't be bought. Ask them niggas in the industry. I done had every deal you can imagine run across me. I can't be bought. Documented facts. I done been offered companies documented on Jesus Christ. Everybody in the industry know this. All the big players know Home can't be bought. Home won't budge for that money. The boy want ownership, equity, and information. And if I can't get that, I'll scratch and claw out of the ghetto with this shit. Y'all done already gave me $1 million. I'll figure it out. I done already made 7 figures. I'll figure it out. But what I won't do is be bought, nigga, or controlled. And I'm unbiased. I'm unbiased. Seriously.
Ty on around like 30, 31. Eventually he put streetwear back on and shit like that, but he became a man. I love the boy. But if you look at the No Face video, if Drake going on 38 years old, he got his arm around niggas that's fully gray. They gotta be 47, 48, 49. I don't want to see thugs doing that shit. I love the boy, but that look crazy. No face with niggas that got kids. That's my age. Come on, bro. I don't want to see that from my GOAT. I want you to go grab a few young niggas that got the ability to spit like Yachty and some, and give them a platform similar to what yours was. Charge them boys up. You got the intel. You talk about making the building a safer place. Do some shit like that.
Okay. So all right. So again, we want to get fully into the Drake stuff. Pause.
See, but again, and let me say this, right? Because I know, how I came in the game was such a force, right? Spoke on X, spoke on a couple of these niggas, went and checked no jumper, went and got like, I come in like you ain't never seen, nigga. I come in, yo, bro, when I do the document, I come in so hard. So I know a lot of these niggas don't know how to take me. They think, man, that nigga there, man, goodness. And they know I'm the truth. So let me say this. The last couple of months, or I think Akademiks has been gone for maybe a month, I think he said. Joe Budden was going through what he was going through for a month. Charlemagne was gone for damn near a couple weeks on vacation. Yo, without us four, I promise to God, I don't know who the fuck y'all are listening to get these breakdowns. That's on Jesus Christ. That's on I'm talking about that's on Jesus Christ. I don't know, without me, Joe Budden, Charlemagne, and Akademiks, I don't know where y'all get like this kind of conversation, like the intricate details, like the levels and the layers and the unpacking and I don't know where y'all get that from, bro. Y'all got to really be thankful that niggas crack these mics and cut this shit on and really get it going, because, bro, the market will really suffer if we leave y'all with, and I say this respect, and I ain't even gonna say niggas' name, but if we had to leave y'all for 2 years with these niggas breaking this shit down, to me, that's my opinion, my style, the shit I like to listen to, the entertainment, the information that's in there. Like, it's a lot to go with this game, bro. And I appreciate those that appreciate us that's on this side of it and trying to break all of this shit down.
All right, so the free chat.
But Atlanta, the free chat shows up on the iBlack. When the free chat shows up on the iBlack, I find out it's a guy by the name of Charlie Jordan, who also has been involved in a bunch of other shit, this, that, and the third. At a point in time, he might be free now from what people have been sending me, so on and so forth. But at this point in time, they had him arrested in Maryland or something along those lines for drugs and guns. It was a bunch of shit. If you look at like the little tags on my story, the Justice for Chris Blake type shit, my Instagram is Chris Blake Griffith. If you look at the highlights on my story, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about as I break it down as things we're uncovering in front of my own eyes. It was Instagram detectives that helped bring the shit to the light. The reason them boys didn't get charged because I didn't know their name.
Oh, Charlie Jordan. Okay, so Charlie.
Yeah, bingo.
So he got arrested in connection to some of the shit he did to you.
He got arrested on some whole other shit.
But he later got a charge for that too.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
And then there's another guy named Corey Darnell Mack. Okay.
Bingo. He was the third party. Them two boys I had no intel on until he decided to walk out on the field with the free chap under his eyes. And at this point in time, bro, it's big bank, little bank. The same way we was talking about how I go with the
Yeah, they whooping him. They whooping him for something now.
hoes. These niggas be hoes too. I hate to say it, but it is what it is. I watch people switch on me quicker than a Glock accessory, bro. I'm talking about snap of a motherfucking finger. So to see the boy pull the plug on me, as you gotta think, if I'm saying I'm close to you, in the same way you come to DC, and soon as you land, all the guys hit me. They want to go to Rose Bar. I'm setting it up. It's a Monday. It's a light day. CJ, Mark, Chubbs want to go out, this, that, and the third. We at Rose.
So basically, Stefon Diggs is wearing the free chap, which is the guy who put the beats on this dude, and I guess that shows the affiliation, and basically saying, yeah, you know who sent that missile that way. You know, it's like Ukraine them that when they want to take credit for an attack or take credit for what is taking place.
On a Monday, it's probably just us there. Like literally on some shit like that. Or Daniel from Division come to the city, 100 wings from stadium, 200 wings from stadium. It was almost like I was the mayor in that sense. So as I go around, moving around guys like Drada, Mayor, who got relationships with Pusha T, and you got beef, and I'm in a city like DC where Pusha T actually lives on the outskirts of, bro, I'm actually holding the fort. I got this OVO shit in my skin. I'm in LA. I got homeboys that come from all walks of life as I'm out here, bro. I get busy. That said, if I'm around Kendrick people, this, that, and the third, and I'm still holding the fence, same way when I was around G and I was constantly waving the OVO flag, and this nigga was telling me I was dick riding because I was doing it for free because I saw the motherfucking vision, bro. But what I'm saying is when Holmes pulled the plug on me after I done stood with him and aligned with him for all this time, I'm like, bro, what type shit you on?
Okay.
And I didn't even ask you for nothing.
Wait.
And
all right. Okay. Hold on. Perfect. So now let's get to the Drake stuff, and I'm gonna pull that up on a separate tab, right? So all right. So now we get the whole Stefon Diggs thing. We get his brother. We hear about.
Chat, I don't know about y'all. I didn't really get much out of that. I didn't get any information about how long did you work with him after he put his tongue in your ear. How did he even get to a position to even think you would expose him when that night after it happened, you didn't knock him out, you didn't say anything to him. Like after it happened, all of a sudden ladies are outside of the bathroom and you just dip out. Like there's a lot of holes in that. But again, I think the interest from academics lies in the Drake subject because his credibility was on the side of Drake with this gentleman. So this gentleman, according to him, had a conversation with Drake, and I'm sure they'll explain it. Pay attention.
Free chap. We hear all that, right? Now, we then later see you publish these DMs that has to do with Drake. It appeared that looked like you guys were having a conversation. Looked like the conversation didn't go too well. I want you to give me the context because the conversation was later posted by you. And from what we see, like I'm looking on one of your posts, you says, "Damn gang unfollowed me from college day playing blah blah blah." Explain to me what the nature of the conversation in the last couple of days was, and where the disappointment and breakdown was that led to all of this, and subsequently you putting out these DMs. Which, by the way, and I'll tell you this, he basically says you're spiraling. He says you're capping clout chase. Okay.
Okay, great. That don't make me a liar.
Okay.
Yeah, no matter what you want to call me, whatever, no matter what adjective you pull out the book, whatever synonym you pull for said adjective, it don't make me a liar. And what it did for me when he called me a liar, and I'm gonna get to your point, but what it did for me when he called me a liar, it made me think about everything that everybody ever said about that man, about his writing credits when I see 45 fucking names or anything of the like, bro. And I want to speak respectfully because at the end of the day, he's still my GOAT. I just think what he did was some Karen shit, not always.
Let's talk about how perception can be swayed even by people close to you. This is why Drake is so emotionally attached and emotionally vulnerable when it comes to Not Like Us. People in his real life are being affected by the perception changing. And Drake is such a big artist that he thought he was the exception to the rule. Yeah, they'll change on everybody except me. I'm too big for him to change on me. I'm bigger than Mike. I'm bigger than the Beatles in this streaming era. Like I'm the biggest. They ain't gonna change on me. They need me. If you remember Drake, what did he do? He would always say, yo, When them niggas need a hit, they come get me. It always sound like Drake featuring Drake. Like he would always position himself like everybody can get it except me. And I believe that now him seeing the very people that was around him, the LeBrons, the DeMar DeRozans, the hundreds of fucking content creators, the rappers, the Futures, the Metros, all these different individuals, as he see them exit stage left, you got to remember it never crossed his mind. Out of all the things that dude prepared for, it was never this. The numbers just didn't give this an opportunity to creep into his Rolodex as it pertains to thinking about the outcome of the next few years. It just never thought, I never pictured this. They all need me. I wish I had an evil lab because I would put it right there.
With him. And if you look at me like I'm spiraling, how the fuck it look in front of the whole world?
What do you think is some carriage?
That's what I'm getting to. Let me get to my point.
Go ahead.
In the middle of a rap beef, bro, and I don't know if it's American. I speak respectfully because at the end of the day, these boys raised me to a sense. So I just want to make sure I'm speaking respectfully, bro. You don't file a lawsuit for defamation when you said the same shit about him that he said about you, vice versa. That's a word for that. Come on, bro. We don't play like that. That's foolishness in the middle of a rap beef. Defamation? You want to pull that card?
Do you think
I
that's
thought that was sideways? That's it is.
So you
Yo, hold on. This nigga can't say nothing about snitching. What my motherfucking
When I beat you on power rule, you going to bed.
How is this dude gonna say anything about snitching when he went to the police about what happened to Stefon Diggs when he sent his brothers to him?
Shut your ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
Now all of a sudden we don't do that? No, we don't do that. You just came from the motherfucking police department. You just left Officer Dewberry, nigga. How all of a sudden we don't do this now? Now, nigga, you ain't gonna run that play. You ain't gonna be able to run that one. Which one you working? Because that one ain't gonna work. That one is not working, not on me.
believe Drake doing that was a snitch move.
What he's doing on the label right now is taking a flashlight and saying, oh, all the bullshit that you did on me, you did it for him too. I don't align with that. So now everything got to blow up. It's like watching Frank Lucas in American Gangster to a certain degree. And again, I speak respectfully. It's not necessarily no street shit. And what I was trying to relay to Holmes is my shit ain't no street shit. I don't know these niggas from no street shit. Stefon ain't no street motherfucker. He got a couple dollars.
Also, let's think about this. And respectfully to this gentleman, I know if you're looking at this, which I'm sure somebody may send it to you, I'm just speaking to what you're saying. I don't know you, your character, you're on academic stream. I've never met you. I'm speaking to only what I'm dealing with coming out of your mouth here, right? You're talking about you care so much about Drake and his well-being and he shouldn't have filed a lawsuit. It doesn't look good. Homie, there's so much contradiction in your comments and your statements because in the middle of the said lawsuit, you asked him to post something that would be deemed snitching on Stefon Diggs. So if you cared enough for him not to file a lawsuit that, in his opinion, justifies his ability to continue to work with Universal in a way that's lucrative for both of them, then why would you want him to post something that you know the coach are gonna come right out after Kenny done tried to stomp him out? The coach are gonna come right out and say, man, you see what Drake posted about Stefon Diggs? That nigga a police, man. That boy went straight police, man. That nigga put Stefon Diggs up there beating the dude up, man. He got 100-some-thousand, right? Million followers. People would have instantly said that. So I don't really think I believe that he cares as much as he's leading on as he's speaking to academics. I could be wrong. That's my opinion based on what's coming out of his mouth.
A couple dollars and some crash out dummies, and that's why the fucking shit went the way it went. Justified, press the button. It is what it is. Justy sauce, press the button.
So also, let me ask you, did you share these opinions before things went left? Because I think people will be like, if did you stand by him filing a lawsuit until you felt you were done wrong?
No, I never necessarily stood by him filing the lawsuit. And what I also want to clarify to you is these messages are not from the last couple of days. We had this conversation over the holidays, he and I. I gave him ample amount of time because at the end of the messages, it says, give me some time. I'm on a plane. I'm going to find another place to write this, that, and the third. I waited. And in true Drake fashion, you wrote me off and then you never wrote back. I'm not here to tell no songs. These is cold facts. Come on, Holmes. Come on. I waited ample. You go do the stream with Aiden. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Wait.
I'm
Let me ask you a question.
It's like the Varnell Jones episode of Martin when Varnell said that he could come on the show and he didn't actually expect him to get his. You see what I'm saying? Do you understand the parallel?
No, I do hear you, and I understand it. But let me ask you a question, because you said to me you didn't ask for anything, but your behavior does appear like you felt like he didn't deliver something, or he didn't at least give you an answer. So what did you expect even going to him with this? Because if, and again, you know, we could later, you know, go through some additional steps to make sure these are actually verified actual DMs. But if we're just gonna go with that saying already, what he was saying, right? Like he said something to you. He says, "You're asking me to post a tape about you."
So I got you. So I'll clarify that in a jiffy. I was working on a mixtape, and I sent it. It's called Chris Blake the Mixtape. It's available everywhere right now. My Instagram is Chris Blake Griffith. Chris Blake the Mixtape. I'm working on it, and I sent him the SoundCloud link before it even went up.
So he a rapper.
Shut your ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
Say less.
It's chilling. He and I, every now and again, we're chatting the DM, so on and so forth. I can prove it, bro. Like, this ain't nothing to talk about. Are you from Jersey or New York or whatever? I'm from Baltimore. If I was home, I'd just ride down the street. I could show you. Why would I lie to you? But anyways, back to and he didn't even say nothing OD for me to. Why would I create DMs calling myself a rat? It don't even make sense. Anyways, back to the topic. What you asked me?
No.
That do make sense.
So what he said to you is that you're asking him to post.
Oh yeah. So I sent him the tape. I sent him the tape early. I said, yo, let me know what you think. And then after I said, let me know what you think, it's just marinating. It's cool. I didn't expect nothing. I just said, let me know what you think. Once I seen that he had unfollowed me, it wasn't that I expected him to do anything. At that point in time, my social media was was the only platform I had to be able to elevate my voice against the quote unquote powers that be, that have more popularity or more capital or access to capital, so on and so forth, to be able to suppress what actually occurred to me that I deemed to be wrong. So at that point in time, at the very least, I expected my family to just not switch. People I considered to be friends to not switch. And and me knowing the relationship that backdates since the early stages of his career, from So Far Gone days.
What was that relationship? Because again, I see you post a few things, but you might have to contextualize it, because I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not playing devil's advocate here, but I kind of it sounds like he's saying if all these messages are true, right? It sounds like he's saying, yo, dude, I want to be left out of your issue. I don't want to be a guy posting or seeming to amp this up.
This is my thing though. You still follow the niggas that don't even fuck with you. G don't even fuck with you. That's why I sent them the boxing gloves.
Who's G?
I'm talking about Javante. He followed Cash and them. He don't even follow Drake back. The reason he never signed, and every time I would see Preem, I got to keep answering the question because he wrote G asking for some gloves. He's like, yo, can you coordinate this for me? G asked me that. I go get the gloves. I lay all the gloves out at the crib for multiple days, multiple weeks, multiple months. I kept laying these gloves out with the Sharpie. Preem only asked for one pair of gloves. But out of my just thinking, strategic mind, I'm going to bless all the guys. Because if I give the one, I know the next one, I need some too. So I just lay it all out. You can look at the thing and zoom in and see the names, Oliver, Future, Prince, Rock, so on and so forth, the guys I got relationships with, so on and so forth. I laid them all out for the gloves to get signed. He looks at me and tells me I'm not signing no gloves for a nigga to throw away my shorts. If he can show me he still got my shorts, I'm signing gloves.
Wait. Hold on. Okay. We're getting somewhere now. So you're saying that Javante Davis refused to sign these boxing gloves? Why though?
Yes.
Like, what's
I just told you.
He did just tell
because Drake
Pay
threw away
attention.
his shorts.
He has a memorabilia like haul at his crib, jerseys, so on and so forth. When the boy would post, he looking like, where my shorts? Where my shorts? Where my shorts? Just no different if you gave him like some form of like expensive memorabilia and you had like a memorabilia section in your home, you would probably look at it. I think he calls it the Hall of Fame. Don't quote me. I don't want to be wrong. I usually be right. That's why I'm very careful with my words. But yeah, he was looking for it and he was like, man, he don't got my shit. He don't got my shit. If he can show me this, that, and the third, I'd do it. And he never did it. But even still, I'm always offering tickets to the guys for the fights because they would ask. I'm always offering the plug. I'm always sending the invite. I'm always doing what I got to do. And the opportunity was always vice versa.
All right, so listen up.
So this dude seems to have a relationship with Drake. I mean, I don't know why Drake would deny the DMs. Let's read what he said about LeBron that I guess they'll get to here in a second.
Drake got the shows at what was the Apollo Theater, this, that, and the third. I couldn't even get right myself. I'm sending Stefon's assistant. You know what I mean? Under my name, or sending my girl under my name, or my ex, or my BM under my name. It was never a problem in that regard. And we always had that kinship. It was always like that. It was always love. Even if it was me on behalf of G or me by myself, it was always love. So to be in a situation where all I really needed was nobody else to switch. Just don't nobody else leave me on this island by myself when I'm watching everybody pull a plug. So all I did was send them a message. Go ahead.
So let me ask you this question, and you know, I like to be very honest.
I think it's important for you to understand that Akademiks is texting while he's speaking to him. So I think the better question is, who is he texting? Is he texting someone from OVO? Is he being texted? Because people are watching the stream. I'm sure that someone has been notified, yo, that dude that talked about Drake is on there with Akademiks right now, because it happens in real time. Like, if you're up here speaking, man, you can get a text and be like, yo, I'm watching this right now. That ain't what happened, bro. And it'll be a rapper or a manager or a producer or a publicist or someone close to that person. So I wonder who he's texting right here. I think that's interesting.
Because the internet kills me because they think I'm like Drake walking stick, or beating stick. They're like, yo, he says anything to you, he lies to you. And me notoriously, I don't really even one time I wanted tickets to his concert. I didn't even get it. It's fun. Like, I don't really hold people to that, because also I do understand at that level, there's so many other people that are requesting the same thing.
I want to ask y'all this. Do y'all think that Akademiks will flip on Drake while we're listening to them go through this? At any point in the next 12 months, will you see Akademiks change his tune towards Drake and start to do what we see almost everyone doing to Drake? The people that has been championing Drake for the last 10 years are now turning their back and say, yo, this dude's a Karen. Yo, he ain't part of the culture. Yo, we don't do that. Yo, bro, you walk funny. We don't walk like that. Oh, you chew like, nigga, we don't even be chewing like that. Oh, you use spoons, nigga. We don't eat with spoons in the culture. Anything Drake do, yo, nigga, you got eyebrow hair, nigga. We don't do that in the culture, nigga. You still wearing what? We don't even do that in the culture. You ain't wanna. So he's dealing with that. Do you think that Akademiks in the next 12 months, because I think that some of the resentment is there, but Akademiks has been in the industry enough to try to pat it off, and he's successful. So he got almost probably whatever he wants out of the game, but he can't make me, the dude that's in this game, he can't make me believe that he don't identify an issue with Drake continuously going on different streams, continuously doing different things and not coming to speak with Akademiks. But if I'm Drake, as I continue to say, I understand why he doesn't lean all the way in, because we're looking at the same guy, Akademiks, that is literally on stream right now with a guy who's trying to expose Drake. So when Drake is sitting at home, how does he really feel about Akademiks? We don't know that.
Dealing with a million people. I know how show days are. Do you feel like any of this might be entitlement on your behalf?
Bro, what I'm saying to you is, anytime I ever asked for something on the opposite end of things, I always got it. I didn't ask for shit. Me asking you as my homeboy, yo, let me know what you think it is. It's not me asking you for shit. Like, I didn't ask you to post it. I didn't ask you to like it. I didn't, nothing. And it's honestly loose. It's no, like, I barely have a relationship with you now, but you called me. If I sent you a message and said, yo, bro, let me know what you think of this, that, and the third, I didn't wild out on him because he didn't respond about that. I asked him why he unfollowed me, and I gave somewhat of a preface as to what I was thinking when I wrote the message. That's why he responded the way he responded. The way I took his response, and I give you my personal take, yo, bro, where I come from, Baltimore, Maryland, you don't call nobody no rat without no paperwork, first of all. And if you listen to Drake in the Heart Part 6, 1090 Jake would have tore all the walls down. He know that. And if that's the case, I don't know if it's a testament of jumping off the porch late, or all respect to him never jumping off the porch at all. I don't even know if they have porches where they come from. I all respect still. I know they come from certain places and this, that, and the third, but me studying the boy, I don't know if a porch was ever involved. That said,
wait, hold on.
You don't throw that rat word around, bro. You don't play with that word, bro.
Let me read his response. Are you talking about this response? He says,
Vlad, before you even go any further.
Brother, I don't know if
he keep calling him Vlad. He keep calling him Vlad, man.
No, we're glazing tonight.
We are?
We're glazing tonight. What's up? Say something.
Oh, okay. Shit.
I'm on that shit.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah,
We're glazing tonight, man. Shit.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Ak. I apologize. Utmost respect.
It's all good.
If you say I don't have all the details, fam, you don't call nobody a rat.
Check this out. I'm gonna.
Man, that boy keeps saying Vlad. That's how much. Man, listen. He don't know who Ak is for real. He know him, but he don't really know him because you wouldn't get that boy name wrong 7, 8, 9 times. Literally every time you gotta say his name, you say it wrong. So if I'm Drake and I'm sitting at home, I'm like, why you got this nigga on your stream? The nigga he ain't even knowing your name, player. He on there calling you Vlad. Like, what the fuck is going on? If I'm Drake, I'm looking at it like that. That's why he can't lean all the way in. What I question is those who have people in media who ride with him 100% and they don't lean into that. But Ak is unpredictable.
Hey, are you talking about the message? Are you talking about the message you posted where he supposedly said, you're asking me to post a tape about you ratting on people, G? I just don't really come from a family or a friend group or a city where that's acceptable. I live by a code that's become law. We all got to deal with our own shit off of here, not telling you to be on some super gangster shit or tell you what to do.
Not that message.
Okay. All right. Is there another one? All right.
No, the next one when he says, I don't have all the details, man.
Okay. All right, bet. So he said, I don't know all the details, fam. I'm just showing you an outside perception. I think there's better ways about going about it than he makes him and Nike, him and Universal compared to Nike and LeBron thing. And then he says, your shit is personal. It involves violence. And and the difference is your shit's personal. You're the one that's upset that they tapped the other guy's shoulder and gave him the same pack. You remember when Kanye kept screaming, yo, Drake and Bad Bunny got the same package. It was the same package they removed from me and charged him up. All he's mad about, and I say this with love and respect, and I honestly speak from a place of subjectivity as I say this, it just looked like they pulled the pack from him and charged Kendrick up. And he don't like the way it went down. And much like how Kanye went, quote unquote, spiraling, he went, quote unquote, spiraling. You don't file no defamation lawsuit, petition, whatever the case is, in the middle of a war on words. Come on, bro. Hold on.
You don't do that.
By the way,
you don't call nobody a rat.
I do think Drake was. It doesn't feel like Drake was prepared to, and I mean, have a long-term plan because you have to remember that he's not going to be able to put out music. I don't know if people thought him dropping that freestyle that out of a camera was him trying to bring back a nostalgic feel. What's happening is Drake has no channels to release music. That's the only way he can put something out, and then that still is going to get took down. He's in the middle of litigation with his label, and so I'm not sure if he thought that all the way out because you left the game on a low note, right? And so if they now block you from being able to redeem yourself in any way, I don't know if they do that because they need him to, pay the bills, right? Without Drake in the market, I mean, the catalog still eats, but I know he wants to drop the P&B Rock. I'm sorry, RIP P&B. the what's his name? Y'all put his name in the comments. That blanked my mind. I just said PNB Rock. But anyway, he has a joint project with them that he wants to drop. He's from Canada. I like him too. That's why I'm sorry about this, man. His name is literally slipping my mind. But I just don't know, if Drake thought this out in a way that's gonna be effective for his brand. Yeah, PND.
Also say I don't have all the details. In order to call somebody right, you gotta have the details.
That's right. Party next door. There you go. Salute.
And y'all stepped the gunner. Y'all heard what y'all heard. No disrespect.
Let me just interject here, and I will say this. And by the way, if you're wondering why I went to him to ask if this was true,
you should have. I respect it.
The reason why I asked him is that I have a lot to say if this is his reasoning. Right, where he's criticizing Universal, I have a lot to say if that's what he actually feels, because it's as much as I'm one of the biggest fans of his, I just don't think you could I just don't think you could get at them for doing something that they've probably done in your favor a bunch. So
that was my point, bro. That was my point. So let's move forward under the context.
I've seen a huge difference.
You can go watch it on this channel. That ain't what this is for. You don't respect it, you can move around.
Because at any point at this conversation, if you want to send flight information, I will be where you are, and I can prove it to you that I'm not lying to you. You know how these phones
work.
Has
he blocked you? Has he blocked you?
Yeah, you know. Come on, clockwork. Textbook. Come on, bro. But I'm a man of receipt.
Well, if he blocked you, how could you prove it?
When I show you the date, the time, every single message he was sending back and forth, I was screenshotting and sending it to my best friend. Because at the time I'm in bed, laying next to my girl and my 9-month-old daughter, thinking to myself, I'm going back and forth with the biggest artist in the world right now, who just so happened to be somebody who I consider to be a mentor, and he actually gave me his reasoning as to why he went back at Universal the way that he did.
Okay, so I also have to ask you this,
and I was screen recording the entire time.
Okay, and I have to ask you this because listen, me and Drake have shared many conversations. Me personally, especially if we're talking about personal things, and it seems that you and Drake were closer than me and him have ever been, honestly, right? I don't record this shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's not something.
You call me a rat, my nigga. You call me a rat.
Okay. Oh, you felt
me a rat.
Makes sense. You felt offended.
I'm from Baltimore, nigga. I don't come from like a place where you just carry that. You see, you call somebody a rat in this industry.
No, I get it.
So he called you a rat. So you start recording this conversation. He called you a rat, so now I'm gonna start recording your conversation. It's crazy. For people just joining, this is the guy who is trying to expose Drake for DMing him. Also, the guy that got beat up by Stefon Diggs, brothers. He's alleging a lot of different stuff. You'll have to catch the replay.
With the name, come on, bro. Your kids got to carry that. You don't play with my name like that. All respect the GOAT, bro. Just be accurate with what you're saying. You don't put the word rat with I don't have all the details. Anybody on this stream right now that ever been through anything real will stamp what I'm telling you. You don't use the word rat loosely, Holmes. That's not where we come from. That was my issue. That's my only problem.
That's valid.
Don't call me no motherfucking rat. Don't call me no rat. And then the fact that you said I was lying about some shit that you said, that rubbed me wrong because it made me put skepticism on everything you ever said. And I love you, bro. My heart was broken when I heard the reference Vory track on Mob Ties. I thought you was really pissed off. But I still credit him with the fact that he came back at the very end of the song. Yeah, they shook. Yeah, heard about it. Yeah, you get the elements of the boy. Great, this, that, and the third. But I got to tell you the truth, Holmes. Like I just told you, rat and lack of details don't align. You got to be able to read that. Anybody will tell you that, bro. I don't know if you come from it or not. Anybody will tell you that.
All right, okay. So let me ask you this question, right? I think you reasonably are going through a lot of shit, and you've given me a lot of information that I could understand if I'm putting myself in your shoes, how you could feel like, yo, A, B, C, and D, this is going maybe not the way you would like it, and you're trying to use whatever leverage or whatever resources you can to try to, you know, do what you got to do, right?
Once you hear the word rat, you automatically start thinking from every angle, who trying to take me out, bro?
All right, hold on, but
Rats,
don't you think Drake is going through the same though? And I'm not trying to victimize him.
That's why I wrote to him. Continue to read the messages, my good brother. Mm-hmm. That's why I wrote to him. If anybody knows what I'm going through, it's you. That's why I wrote to him exactly that. And I was waiting for his response. I even told him about a situation that I was in. I was very vulnerable in that moment, bro. Pause, partner left. I'm saying to the GOAT, my nigga, this what I'm going through, Holmes. Then you go on the stream with Aiden, and you that and the third. I gave you a matter of time. You act like I don't exist. Cool, this, that, and the third. All fine, good, this, that, and the third. But you playing with my name. And paranoia kick in when you start dealing with the word rat, bro. You got to think. Stefon in Houston, the boy in Houston, this person affiliated, this person.
For him to say he called me a rat, so I started recording, that rats are the ones that record. You can't, that does not, the math just don't math. It don't add up.
Affiliated, I can't afford $10 million security to protect my back at all costs. I also know that criminals don't do crime on the internet, so that's my buffer. So the same way you was protected in certain instances by just being able to speak up online, I'm gonna do the same for me, bro. I got kids, I got a real name. And at the end of the day, I've been through real shit. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I've been on federal probation before. Why would I jump into a trick bag for some niggas who I was just putting clothes on and letting them look like me, and they was paying me to do it? He get fruity and want to get in his bag and try to touch me in a way that I don't like. And I stand up for myself, and then he put a hit on my life, and I lose all my motherfucking friends, and this guy's supposed to look at me and call me a motherfucking rat? That don't make sense. And then hit me back talking about I ain't got all the details. That's cop-ass bullshit. No, Holmes, you out of pocket.
So I was reading your comment section, and I seen people comment, and they said, hey, bro, what you're doing currently is messing up opportunities. And I'm pretty sure
I was just about to say that. So what I believe just triggered that is you could not be a stylist in the industry and say niggas is paying me so they can look like me. They just canceled anybody that got any kind of ego, which all rappers have ego. Why would they come in and spin with you knowing that somewhere in the back of your head, you're thinking that we want to look like you, not that you're styling this artist so he can look the best he can look. Oh, yo, they paying me so they can look like me. Like they just looking at his swag or his style, his, aura, and they want to be like him. That, in my opinion, was a counterproductive statement from a stylist. You don't never, ever go in the trick bag like that. He put himself in the trick bag with that one.
Who are these people that don't even have no motherfucking face? You can't tell me about no motherfucking opportunity. Mm-hmm. You don't know who.
Yeah, I already covered that, right? I already covered the fact that he's on here saying that rat this, rat that, and he told on the people that jumped him. He's asking Drake to post a video of niggas stomping him out. He's recording conversations, right? So the rat title isn't too far from that. You just got to get the police involved at this point. You got all the paperwork, right? But we already spoke about that. So I know people watch this stuff on the replay, so I don't want to rehash that and go back down that rabbit hole.
No, you don't know who I'm connected to. You don't know my abilities. You don't know my skill set. I'm just getting a chance to be able to speak to the quote-unquote world at attention. How could you be able to critique my life? You don't even know where I've been through to be able to get to this point where I'm speaking to academics in this very moment. So suck my muscle.
Listen, without a doubt, Drake is watching this. Whether he's watching this now or you're watching some posts.
I love you, Go. That's some current ass bullshit though, and you can't call a motherfucker a rat.
We need a small business.
I don't understand how he hanging his hat on the rat thing. He ain't thought this out, man. He has not thought this shit out.
Hold on. Do you believe that there's a possibility of maybe he sees this and be like, oh no, I get his side. all right, maybe I did tweak out. Because at this point, I think a lot of people looking like, yo, you've put him out. Like you're speaking against him.
What did he say that was OD though? That's what I'm trying to say.
No,
What
not
did
the
he
messages, but even now,
Oh.
you're basically saying, hey, you snitched by going against Universal. I was disappointed about reference tracks and everything.
I've seen the go piece it up with people who have said words.
Okay.
And that,
Okay.
and ladies and gentlemen, that's the classic quote. Watch how people treat you because you're training other people how to treat you. People watch how you made up with them niggas. They went all the way left. Like, I'm disappointed in you, fam. Y'all ain't even hash it out for real. Like, I think reconciliation is always on the table if blood ain't been shed. But there's a way to do these things when the embarrassment and the criticism and the humiliation has been public. How the fuck can y'all just come back and then all of a sudden y'all piece it up and think everybody, like, again, I say this with academics all the time. People think that, yo, when they beef with academics, they can go piece it up with academics and that's going to fix something. Well, what really happens is that even if academics is quiet, there's other bloggers that say, that's how you get their attention. That's why I never respond to the guys that's chasing clout. It ain't many that's going to involve my name in the shenanigans, but it's a few that may involve my name looking for an opportunity to have a back and forth, and I'm gonna ignore it. But what I will do is engage my peers. I'll engage the people that's in this niche that I'm in and that's working in this environment that I'm in. These are my peers. I'm speaking to my constituents, right? And so, I think I look at it like that. But it's a weird situation at the end. You can't say these things and then think that because he made up, like, for instance, Wayne and Birdman, when they made up, that's family, right? Some people expect them to make up, but there's other people in the background saying that, yo, if he can make up with Birdman over $50 million, nigga, he better not be trying to treat me like that. And all I did was such and such. It's other people in his life that's taking that position.
Every time that Yeezy pieced it up, he had my head inflated. If I'm quoting correctly, something along those lines. I love, what I mean? For a long time, bro. For a long time, he would always give me the green light to be able to come to his birthday party. His birthday 2 days before mine. I would be able to go, and that would be like my moment until my shit came. You know what I mean? My parents could have took me to IHOP by the time the 2 days later came because I had such a good time. Times I woke up in the back of OVO security cars, not even knowing where my wallet was, but I had so much of a good time, it didn't even matter to me. At the end of the day, the reverence is always there, and I'm forever grateful for the path that he sent. Even when I think about it from the perspective of me not being a writer/rapper, musician, singer, whatever you want to call it, even as I did see all of them names in the writing credits, I don't know if he just taking care of the guys like how Nav said he do, but even regardless, I'm grateful for the fact that whatever he did, I thought it was all him, and it forced me to be able to push my pen to just be one guy. So I'm grateful in that regard as well. In the same way, Kanye can come out of his mouth and say that if Drake wrote my raps, my life would be a better place. I still revere him in that regard, bro. My only thing was the fact that you called me a rat out of context, bro. You can't play like that, especially if you are affiliating yourself in certain worlds. That's the same name that my kids got. This the same name that my daughter got. I'm Chris Blake Griffith. My son Milo Blake Griffith. My daughter is Blake Aaliyah Griffith. I carry my name with legacy, Holmes, and when you attach rat to it and then say I ain't got no motherfucking details, that's sideways. This was a business relationship I had with these boys that tried me. No different than if Universal decided to play Funny Time and start digging into his closet and taking a shovel to his past and trying to find anything to just stir up controversy. It's no different, bro. I'm not spiraling out of emotion. This is sheer calculation. Come on, go.
So are you in fear of, maybe any retaliation? Like, obviously, I would imagine the OVO guys, they're not trying to kick it with you at this point, where there is
absolutely. I'm not. I wouldn't say fear. I'm a Christian man, so I walk by faith and not by sight. But I'm aware that they might have some ruffled feathers with some of the things that I have to say, and I also know that they are loyal to who they are loyal to, and that's the same pedigree I come from. And at this stage, I got to be loyal to me.
Why are you not investing?
Y'all make sure to hit that like now, man. Show them what the hype about. Hit that like right now. Share that thing, man. We outside right now.
Shit. I will follow up with a question to Drake later and be like, Drake, listen. I talked to the guy. There's some things that sound convincing. He never denied he knew you. He said, no, people know this.
He know me, yeah. Like,
No. He never denied it. He just said you were crashing out and you're doing some cloud chasing.
I think he could legitimately believe that, but when you take the lens and you shift it slightly differently, I think you could look at it from a different perspective as well. Anything that I'm probably going through, if I put the mirror back at him, the reason I reached out to him is because out of all people, I figured dog knew exactly what the fuck I had going on.
But if you know what I got going on, why would you come emotionally dump your shit on me knowing I'm going through all this I'm going through? This is how selfish people are, man. Like, or they just look at you like Superman. I go through it all the time. It's like, yo, I know you got a lot going on, but here go my problems. What you think I should do? You know what I'm saying? That's emotional extortion, man.
Exactly what the fuck I was working on. I'm trying to feed my motherfucking kids, bro. That's all I'm doing. This is not associated with the fact that I got to feed my kids. But I did want to hold my goat accountable at the same time. And you can't call me no motherfucking rat without no motherfucking paperwork. That's too strong of a proclamation, bro.
And let me ask you a question. So
it's too... Go ahead.
A part of him supposedly saying that to you was, he said this whole thing and he says, I come from a family and a friend group or a city where basically saying it's not acceptable and he lives by this code of law.
But it's not that. I come from that.
No, well, he's saying he comes from that too. Are you not believing it?
No. It's not that I'm not believing him. I'm saying he's looking at it wrong. Like, for instance, right? Throughout this call, when I spoke to you about Javante Davis, I had certain conversations. We touched on certain topics that could have been touchy. Do you think I treaded carefully and out of respect to a certain degree?
Yeah, I would imagine.
Right, and that's exactly what I did. Why? Because it's GTD on my wrist. It's GTD in my skin the same way as OVO on my skin, but that GTD shit.
Wait, you have an OVO tattoo?
Yeah, he know that.
Oh, I didn't know.
But that's not the focal point here. What I'm trying to say is the people who I've actually built my family with. I looked at GTD and Javante Davis and them boys like family. We a decade in plus. We having disagreements and things of that nature right now. We might never speak again. But what was built, I guess you can compare it to kind of like with and I hate to pull other names into it, but kind of like you see Jimmy and his quarrels that go on with Cam and things of that nature. That's like my real brother to a certain degree. It's not my actual blood, but blood wouldn't make us closer. That's the relationship and the love that I got from my brother. I just think he get to a certain point of self-sabotage. But what I say is you'll never hear me take it past a certain point and discuss some of the things that have gone on in my days spent in the GTD empire, the Javante Tank Davis empire, because of the fact that is my family and we don't discuss certain things. These niggas I don't know about, they not even street motherfuckers, bro. I compare it to Goldman Sachs. It'd be no different. The rate I was charging Stefon, I actually got from homes that worked at Vogue. And he wanted to charge a certain amount of money per style and day. I was doing a better job than him, so I just took his rate and kept it going. And Stefon was paying it. That was a business relationship, not no street shit. It turned to violence. And to that I say, it's the same thing that right now, if Universal decided to play funny business behind closed doors and put a shovel to his past and start digging up things and trying to draw narratives and this, that, and the third that have nothing to do with a business relationship. Stefon ain't no street dude. He done had.
What is he talking about? Can any, like, this nigga is literally serving word salad, man.
Dudes around him that he didn't even know was street dudes that I knew better than he knew because I actually was doing quote unquote street shit with him. I can speak to it now because it's all on our site. But you'll never hear me take it past a certain point because I survived all that, bro. I'm just not going back into a trick bag. So the same point when he decided to quote unquote whistle blow on Universal, I'm a quote unquote whistle blow on these motherfucking Zestifieds that decided to take my life because, like, hello, here I am fighting for my motherfucking life, home, and they drawing narratives preventing me from actually getting work done. That's a problem, bro. And then when somebody who I consider to be a friend is calling me a rat and just so happens to be one of the biggest platforms, both to the world and behind the scenes. Same way he said he know me and people know this guy, this, that, and the third. People have conversations. Same way he can think I'm spiraling is probably because he spoke to somebody that's like, yo, dog off his rocker, or this, that, and the third. Hey. Or Javante not around him, or this, that, and the third. Something along those lines. Go ahead, champ.
So when I looked at it, and even me thinking about it, I'm like, all right, I'm assuming everything is on up and up. I'm like, if Drake was not trying to own up to something.
This is what makes me think Ak is on the phone with someone from Drake's camp, because if you just listen to the last 5 minutes of what I think his name is Chris Blake, I think that's his name, the gentleman on the phone was just saying it was all about Stefon Diggs. It wasn't even about Drake. But Ak jumps back in and takes it back to what we were talking about. Hey, yo, let's get to this Drake thing, because people want to know about this. And plus, I came out and said that you were capping, and people are saying my credibility is shot. On top of them already saying that, yo, man, look how hard you going for Drake. Like, he ain't even coming on your stream and this and that. So they're trying to put this mental weight on Akademiks and make him flip. They're really just sitting back waiting on them to flip, thinking that, yo, we gonna keep pouring this shit on and showing you. Like, it's the same way they do with females when they're in a relationship with a dude and they're like, girl, you need to leave him, kind of like how they were doing Krishan Rock with Blueface, or how they're doing Blueface with Krishan Rock, right? There's an audience doing both, but there's a situation where people are trying to get Akademiks to flip on him because they're saying, yo, he owed you more than he's giving you. But people need to understand Akademiks has made millions off of this shit. Literally.
Maybe it's because while he was explaining something to you, LeBron's name came up, and
exactly.
I don't think he wants to,
bro. From a PR perspective, I could have, bro. It's
someone in the comments said, imagine explaining yourself to Akademiks. You'll be surprised, young blood.
So many different ways around that personally I would have navigated differently. If I would have been his team, he could have looked at me and said anything other than the fact that I lied. Anything other than that would have worked for me. He could have said I was having a one-on-one conversation with somebody who I deemed to be a friend. Be careful who you trust in this industry. Anybody will turn on you. No new friends. Some shit like that. You could have spent it from that regard as opposed to saying a nigga lied. That's cap. So many different approaches. And Oliver and Future and all of them boys are highly intellectual on that side. So the fact that Oliver unfollowed me immediately, I mean, like clockwork. I mean, I get it.
Again, he's just, what is he saying? Is anybody getting anything out of this? Yo, he unfollowed me, and you know what I used to do for them niggas, man? And it was just like, yo, what is going on with this? And Ak is just sitting there like in La La Land.
At the end of it, and y'all go look up that song, that Safe House song by Mark Gray and Drake on SoundCloud. It's not actually Drake, but it's Mark Gray. It's a running video on YouTube. If anybody want to just do their homework, you'll see it. Me, Drake, Rocks, and Javante.
Hey, by the way, do you think that, I mean, you had one of your captions that basically say not like us. Some people might be like, wow, that seems very disloyal. Like, as soon as you get in a problem with him, you're now claiming, his biggest ops song that's dissing him.
Bro, listen to me. He called me a rat. A rat. I've seen him piece it up with people who have done a lot worse. You want to pull every manuscript of Kanye bars or Kanye interviews where he spoke ill of the boy, whether it be with Justin LeBoy, whether it be with Nori, whether it be with, bro, I'm probably as well versed in Drake as Drake. Like, I was in school on Sundays and I'm reading.
Hold on, run that back.
Whether it be with Nori, whether it be with, bro, I'm probably as well versed in Drake as Drake.
When I beat you on Power Rule, you going to bed.
He just said, I'm more well versed in Drake than Drake?
No, we're glazing tonight.
We are?
We're glazing tonight. What's up? Say something.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Like, I was in school on Sundays and I'm reading the Bible and I'm also reading The Boy. Like, come on, bro. We come from this. You was probably raised on the same way I was raised on. That's why I fight as hard for him as I possibly could. That's why even in these moments where you call me a rat, I'm gonna still regard you as the GOAT. I think you are the GOAT artist of all time. But calling me a rat is out of bounds. Oliver jumped immediately to the side. Yo, get this nigga out of here. Not nigga, but yeah, get this motherfucker out of here. I'm fine.
I want to give y'all some opportunity in the comments in closing this one, and we'll be back on in about 30, 40 minutes. You know, we got one or two more of these we're going to do for the day, so y'all hang tight if y'all want to be involved with the next conversation. We'll be going live. I'm looking at some comments. Super chats we'll put on the screen. Comments that's interesting, they'll filter to me, and we'll read some of those and try to get y'all opinion, see what the fans are and supporters are thinking about not only this, but whatever's on your mind surrounding this scenario. Yeah. You know, this gentleman has issues in the industry. I think he's going to be facing an uphill battle because not only does he have issues with people who, you know, have fan bases and have a network of people that trust them. He's also just made a decision to come out and say that the people that hired him to do stylist work were just trying to look like he looks, trying to look like him. So I think he made a grave mistake by doing that for sure. Yeah, like they're saying that, you know, picture you explaining yourself to act, and I said that you'll be surprised, and you definitely will be surprised, man. Like these gentlemen will bend over backwards to try to keep their perception in a good place, especially the record labels, because it's all business with them. They don't care how you make that artist look. They care more about the relationship with the platform, the media, than they do their own artists. And there's only a couple of people that sit on the outside of that. All right, I want to thank all of y'all. Shout out to Patreon. Shout out to all my supporters. Again, if you don't listen to It's Up There podcast, go listen to the audio anywhere you find podcasts at. We got exclusive one-on-ones over there with me where I just speak to the audience and I really give game. And then also on Patreon, we got one-on-one conversations where I break down topics in business. Y'all got to always stay tapped in with the real, man. It's foggy out there, so you got to find a way to get over here with the real ones, with the thinkers, with the people that's trying to elevate. Because, you know, we have fun over here too. Like, we ain't over here on no other shit. But I get with y'all on the next one, man. Dig what I'm saying? So I see y'all in about 45 minutes. Y'all stick around, man. I see y'all in a minute. On God.